Oh, I think it's working. I think it's working. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I see that there has been some really busybodies on the page already. I was got you like 20 minutes early. Yeah. Much love to those people who actually look forward to listening to my shows. I really appreciate it. So how's it? I see Charles was first. Vlog, Ryan, Simplicity, Brandon. Who else is there? Brandon, Simplicity, yeah, yes, and Etienne, Stefan, Bosman, and Imran. How's it, Imran? Can you tell me is the sound okay, guys? And the video okay? Just give me a thumbs up if the sound and video is fine on your side. Thumbs up. 100% cool beans. Thanks, Etienne. Thanks, Imran. So obviously last Wednesday didn't have a show because it was Valentine's Day, and for anybody who knows my wife, she had the raised eyebrow that I was going to do a live feed on that day, and I had to not do the live feed, so I apologize. Otherwise I would have been divorced, and I don't want to get on my wife's wrong side, because the happy life is you've got a happy wife. So that's the reason why there was no live feed last Wednesday. Oh, where to start? It's a sad day, unfortunately, today. That's all the amount of juice I've got left of my 200 mils of Toffelux. Really sad day. And World, really sad day. I've got like 1 tank left of World, so you know, I've got the droopy sad face. So if you guys are watching, hint hint, nudge nudge, wink wink, I never have a problem in having lots of those two juices, because they're two of my most favorite juices currently in the marketplace. So hello to everybody. Tonight we sponsored by Bubble Wraps. Bubble Wraps is he's a coil maker in Durban, Gareth Buckley. You've more than likely seen these coils in our shop or on our website. Okay, let me just maybe zoom in rather. Where is my camera control gone? Where have you gone? That should not be there. That should be there. You've seen Bubble Wraps. Okay, they make a whole lot of different types of coils. They use haywire nichrome to make their coils in all different types: fused Claptons, 2.5 millimeters, 3 millimeters, aliens, nano fused Claptons, and then they got the 5-core, which is let me just see. Everybody gives me notes. I have to read off notes because I'm not good at remembering things. I forgot what I had for breakfast this morning. The 5-core alien, which is just an absolutely epic coil, but I'll go through those things a little bit later. So the giveaway tonight, the word that you must use all in one word is Bubble Wrap, BUBBLEWRAP, and one lucky person is going to win all of these coils that I've got in my hands there. They're all different types of coils. There's one that's the 5-core alien, that's a single coil. The rest are all sets of 2 in different aliens and fused Claptons, etc. So Bubble Wrap, one word, is your key word for the evening, and we'll do a giveaway later on down the stage. Just remember that I am using the what have I done now? I am using the Nightbot, and the Nightbot, basically what that does is, the more you watch me, just hold on, I must put that word back in, just give me 2 seconds. Bubble Wrap, where was I lost my train of freaking thought now, because with the Nightbot, the more you watch, the more chance you've got of winning. So yeah, just supporting those people that support me. So what's new? A couple of new things arrived in the shop. I'm just going to get it up on the website here quickly. I'm just going to open it. One, yes, I'm 18 years old. I'm allowed on my own freaking site. You will notice that the just arrived. We have added, which is going to be a debate on it, or a video or a live feed all on its own. We have added CBD to our range of e-juices, CBD juices and CBD concentrate, but I'm mentioning that, but I'm going to have actually a full show on that. Okay, but the much anticipated cotton bacon prime has arrived in the shop, and you know what, I'll actually throw in a pack of this bubble wrap, this cotton bacon prime to the winner tonight as well. This stuff, I've always been a cotton bacon lover. You know, we've tried pretty much all cottons that are available. There is one cotton that's coming from the UK that I still want to try. I won't mention it because you know, if it is good, then I obviously want to get distribution for it in South Africa, so I won't mention it. But this stuff is absolutely epic. Those who know my little haywire rayon, we did a test on this cotton in a dripper. We had it on a Noisy Cricket in normal series mode, normal parallel mode, and we had a Goon 1.5 on top, two cloud chasing coils. We used this wicking, prime wicking, saturated the coils once, and we got 31 continuous hits out of it before it went dry. And so this stuff is absolutely epic. Tomorrow we're doing a video on saturation. They say it saturates 33% faster than the original, the cotton bacon V2. So we're going to test that tomorrow with a whole strip. We're going to put the prime and we're going to put the old cotton bacon and see how fast it saturates. But so far, I'm absolutely blown away by this cotton. The difference is with the cotton is it I'm not going to destroy a new piece, it tears easier. It seems like it's got more space for juice to flow through it. It's slightly airier than the old cotton. It wasn't as compact as the old cotton, but my God, absolutely epic. I've got it in all my devices now. RTAs, RDAs, bottom fed, RDTA. I've tried it on RDTA and not one of them was I disappointed in. Let me just checking here. Which new loaded KB? No, they're not case sensitive. If you use the word bubble wrap, if you use bubble wraps, it doesn't count. If you use bubble wrap, it does count, Joe. Yeah, Daniel, I'll get into the CBD. What we're actually going to do, we are busy in discussion with some international guys to actually come live onto the show. I'm not going to mention who they are at the moment, but we're busy talking to 3 international people that most people will know who they are to come onto the show, so we can get an American understanding of things that are happening in the vaping industry around the world, and obviously they'll market their products and stuff like that, and we'll do giveaways for them, etc. But yeah, so look out for that. I'm hoping that we can pull it off. We'll get some international guys on the show, so that's I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, Imran, that test with Rian was I thought he was going to fall over because he just carried on pulling, and you know, normal cotton bacon, I think the most amount of hits that I've had before it went dry was like 16 or 17, but to get 31, or it was actually 32 hits, to get 32 hits out of that was absolutely epic. If you're wanting to look for that video, just go onto my videos on my YouTube channel and you'll be able to find it. That's there. Yeah, absolutely epic. Yeah, I love the little juice punt at the end. Yeah, it wasn't actually a juice punt for his juice. It was the punt for his wire, by the way. Lemon bar. Okay, I must try and get a bottle then. Cool. I've got another one juice here that actually was also a lemon juice. That's an international one that was really nice. But only can watch your feeds keen for a little gaming session again. Yeah, Stuart, I'll be on gaming after tonight's live feed. Okay, some other things that have come in. So yeah, I'll chat a bit about these coils now. Just other things that are in at the shop. The big one, let me talk about that now. Okay, is this 5-core alien that bubble wraps do. You'll see most of the guys in Durban, or the staunch vapors, we all vaping on these little mini 22mm bottom fed RDAs, and bubble wrap was messing around there one day and did a 5-core alien, and we tried it in one of these devices, and it was absolutely epic. The vapor production and flavor of this thing is, oh man, it's Oh, it's absolutely epic, absolutely epic. I'll give you the stats on it. Well, not the stats, but what it says. It's 5 by 28 by 36. Comes out to 0.1 ohm post fire, and it's suitable between 50 and 90 watts. Mech build mostly, so it's designed to work on a mech. I'll have a toot quickly. Oh, the flavor. It just on these 5 cores, just absolutely, they are expensive, so people don't moan. Yeah, the amount of work that goes into make this coil, that's why, and you only get one in a pack. Okay, they are 180 rand each. The amount of work that goes into them, it's mind-blowing. I've actually watched him make them. If I was going to do it, I'd be charging double the price for it. I'm just trying to find where it is now. Where is it now? It's the single coil alien. I think it's there. It's in the black tub. No, that's not it. Let me try and find it. I'll try and find it and then zoom in on it for you so you can see it. There you are. Got it. And it's designed for these small little 22 millimeter. Let's see if I can zoom in on this properly. There you are. It's a 5-core alien. Absolutely epic coil. So some lucky viewer is going to win one of these, and it only goes into a little 22 millimeter bottom fed ATI. While we're on that, obviously we also got some other little 22 millimeter ATIs in for bottom fed. One was obviously the Flav 22. It is a clone. It's from Kinbright, so you know it's a good clone. Honestly, cannot tell the difference between this and the original. Probably the serial number. That's probably the only way you're going to tell the difference between the two. O-rings are really good quality O-rings. Same feel, same weight as it is a clone. So it's a 1-for-1 clone. But yeah, absolutely epic little flavor of this thing is absolutely insane. But there's also something that's on par with this and slightly better vapor production on this, and that's this puppy, the Castle from Hot Sig. Okay, it's not the prettiest looking thing. Okay, comes with this is the little silver cap. Petrus Pool, one of our customers, and he does every now and again come up on the thing. Both him and I gave the same idea of this. Those who have had Afrikaans or old school grannies and grandpas that used to sit down for Sunday lunch, and they used to bring out all the fine silver and the cutlery and crockery and whatever like that, and they had these little mini salt and pepper cellars. When this is on the mod, it looks like one of these little salt and pepper sets. It's the first thing I thought of, and so funny enough, so did the other guy. The best small RDA that I have in my arsenal. Okay, no questions asked. A couple of guys have had some negative comments about it, that they say it's going to have side airflow and stuff. Have no idea what they're talking about. This thing here, vapor production, okay, obviously I have got a slightly largish coil in here. I've got I've got that 5-core alien in here, so the flavor on it is really good. It's nice, super domed top cap, so you get in a really good flavor of it. Vapor production is more than the Flav 22, and you know, a lot of, and then obviously it's the amount of vapor is really is compared to the little nudge 22 that we should be in store soon. Okay, I'm still testing this one, but the Castle, I can't give it enough thumbs up. The vapor production and flavor of this little ATI is mind blowing. Oh, flavor is so intense, it's in your face, and it's warm and juicy vape that you're getting off it. Huge part of that, obviously the coil makes a huge part of it, and I have got that 5-core alien in here, as I said. But this thing, yeah, it's ugly as fuck. Okay, so excuse my French, but I don't care what it looks like if it does what this does, and this is absolutely epic. So Look out for that if you're in the market for a new little flavor chaser. The Castle, absolutely epic little RDA bottom feed, and it's designed for bottom feeding alone. So look out for that. That's epic if you want to add something to your arsenal. A couple of guys have already got them from us, and as far as I've heard, all the comments have been top notch. So yeah, have a look out for that if you wanted to have a look out for that. Yeah, that was the other thing that came in. Let me just check again for what else. We've got some new drops came in. The guys were asking for the drops, the peerless RDAs. Oh yeah, okay. The other thing that also came in is a lot of guys were asking for the, I haven't actually got one here, I should have bought one, man, stupid me, is the side fillable squonk bottles from Arctic Dolphin. It's basically a squonk bottle that has a little latch on the side that you open, and you can fill it through the side, through over there. So it makes life a hell of a lot easier. Okay, you can just fill it with a unicorn bottle, which makes life easier. But I don't think anybody's actually seen these on the website. Okay, these are made by, I think it's YTK or something like that. This is a YTK. I'm sure it's YTK. Daniel, who makes these bottles, please? I can't remember who makes these bottles. This is a squonk bottle refiller. Okay, I've had a lot of guys say, but squonking is, you got to take a bottle out, you got to empty it, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, this is so easy. So what I'm going to do, okay, there's my squonk bottle in this here. How this works is you undo the top cap. It's got a 510 thread in it. How's it, Gareth? Gareth Buckley there is the coil man. Okay, so it's got a 510 thread. What you do is you screw that into the 510 of your squonker. Turn it upside down. I'll show you now. Turn it upside down. Squash your bottle. Get all the air out. Turn it upside down and leave it. And there, it's filling my bottle. Once it's filled, you just unscrew it like that. Turn it to the side so it doesn't spill out. There we are. That's how fast it took me to fill up my squonk bottle, all full. So these bottles, you'll probably fill up 3 Arctic Dolphin bottles with one of these big ones from, I forget, it's YTK or YFTK, make these squonk bottle refillers. So yeah, absolutely epic little device. YFTK, yeah. So all those squonkers, you need a couple of these with your favorite juices that you put in. Makes life so much easier to fill all your squonkers. You don't have all that hassle of juice all over the place and having to tighten the lid. It's literally screwing the 510 atty, turn it upside down, squeeze the air out, turn it back. You're creating a vacuum and it sucks the juice in, and you're done within. You can probably fill up your squonk bottle in less than a minute. Daniel, there's the Nudge 22. Okay, I've been putting it through its paces. Cannot find a single problem with it whatsoever. Flavor, you can't compare it to these, to the Castle and the Flav 22 or the Flav 24 flavor, but vapor production, and if you like those really wide bore tips, which I like all of them. I like all the different sizes for different things. The wide bore is absolutely fantastic. That's probably the only, and you can put a 510 if you want on. The only con is probably the flavor isn't as good as the other ones. It's not far off, but it isn't as good as the other little smaller ATs. And I think really that comes down to, look at us off. It comes down to how domed that inner cap is. That's not as domed as the other caps are. I think that's the main reason for the flavor not being as good as like the Castle or the little Flav 22. But I still love it. I've been using it for now probably 2-3 weeks and loving. I use it every day. I'm using at the moment on this Monarch I've got the last of my Trofalux with the nudge. In my DS, where's that juice? I've got Nilla Cake from Elysian Labs in here. I've got VCT on the Castle. Flavors absolutely divine. And then in here on the Dead Rabbit, I've got Triple X on the Dead Rabbit. So yeah, I'm in a bit of vaping heaven at the moment. Yeah, when it comes to devices and stuff like that, I don't know how much better things can actually get. You know, yeah, I actually don't know how much better things can get. How much more we can actually get out of these little 22 millimeters, etc. Let me say hello to some people. Hello Dreshen, Feknurb. Hey Lily, hi my boy. Troy, evening. Mr. Clean, evening. If you haven't heard, the key word tonight is bubble wrap, not bubble wraps, bubble wrap, one word. Yeah, Rob, these top-ups bottles are absolutely awesome. Makes life so much easier when you squonk. I know you're not a big squonker, but it makes life so much easier. You don't have to bloody change, pull your bottle out, get juice all over your fingers, and yeah, it's not my cup of tea. How's it, Naeem, Julian? I presume that's Tegan or Targan, Lyndon. Yeah, all there. Wait till the replay option comes with the life will improve, game changer. Yeah, I haven't even had time to go and read up on that, Rob. I'll actually go do that a little bit later this evening. Good news, I got my new car today. I'm like a kid in a candy store. So yeah, if you just wait, I'm just gonna send it off to have the whole thing sign written. So yeah, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I got my new car after my car was stolen 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah, let Gareth tell you how long it takes to make a 5-core alien. Yeah, it's also the tools that you have to have. I know we helped him import some tools to do it. Yeah, I got the Ford Wildtrak 3.2 liter manual. Yeah, in seventh heaven. How's it, Justin? Okay, so what else was I talking about? Oh, another one, I don't even know if I've actually spoken about it, which another tank that came in. Everybody's been raving about the Zeus, and the Zeus is an absolutely amazing tank. But the Themis from DigiFlavor, it's got the same type of setup, okay, as the Zeus, except it's on a bigger scale. This is 25 millimeter and 27 on the outside. Also loving this tank at the moment. Good airflow, top airflow, so it's obviously leak proof if you don't tilt it over. Yeah, really good flavor off this. Guys who've been buying the Zeuses have started buying these now because obviously it holds a little bit more liquid and it's a bigger tank, so it fits nicely on some of the other devices. Loving it. Other things, new things that came into the shop. Those of you who remember the Wasp, I have not had a chance to play with one yet. I know I'm bad. I should be playing with them. The VLS 25mm RDA by Omiya, I think that's how you pronounce it. They're the guys who did the little mini Wasp. Those have arrived in stock as well, so I should actually take one out tomorrow, and I'll more than likely play with it tomorrow and give you a little bit of a review on that. Sure. What else? What else? We had some new juices come in, two new Malaysian juices. Osim liquid, I think that's how it's pronounced. There's a Japanese peach and a Malaysian mango. Those have come into stock. The mango is really, really nice. I enjoy the mango. Yeah, come ask me some questions, then I'll go through maybe some of these coils with you so that you can be aware of what coils have to go in where. Garrett's saying that for him to make one coil takes 40 minutes. Yeah, if I had to charge my hourly rate that I used to charge in the financial planning sector before I went to open up a vape shop with Hugo, those coils would be fucking expensive. Yeah, that's 40 minutes to make a coil. That's a long time. Naeem, we have ordered. We're just waiting for stock of Red Bull to come. Sorry, but the problem is you never quite know how many to order, is because like you'll order 1 month and they sit, and then the next month guys will come by 10 at a time. You know what I mean? It's just so hard to control the stock. But yeah, it is on its way. I think it should be with us tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, Mr. Clean says, I really hate the wasp idea. Everybody is different. I enjoyed the wasp, funny enough. Okay, but I find sometimes it got a little bit too intense, a little bit too hot and spitty, because it was really, really close. But then it's messing around with what the right coil to go in there, which gives you the vapor production flavor that you want without any of those drawbacks. Wisemic Luxotic. Yeah, look, all of these new skonkers that are coming out, they all, I have to say that I honestly thought by now the skonking game would have been dying, but it seems to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, we got some of those. Like gave one today away in a waffle that we did. It was the Luno skonker, absolutely divine looking stab wood skonker, really, really, really good. The Luxotic, also really good little skonker, cost effective little skonker. Obviously there's some really high end stuff that's out there as well, but your middle of the range to low end skonkers, all of them are they just work, you know, really great. Ryan, there's so many other guys that have got the gold drag. Hugo might have ordered them. Just remember, China is closed at the moment. They got their Chinese New Year. It might be on back order. I can't tell you at the moment. I don't do any of the ordering. I will merely give some suggestions to Hugo, and Hugo does the ordering based on what his feelings of where things are moving. So he's really the better one to chat about that. Brandon, I'm going to do a whole show on CBD, and I'm actually going to get the American company, well, I'm hoping to get the American company that are supplying us with our CBD to actually come on a live show, so we can actually have a full-on live show with the makers and manufacturers of the e-juice and the concentrate that we actually have got, so you can get a better indication of the reason why we've got it, and the reason behind the brand that we've got in. Yeah, I'll leave that for another show if you don't mind. James Wilson, great survey giveaway on our Facebook page. No, we always like giving things away. You know, it's payback to the community. You know, we like it. But thank you very much. Volunteering to help verify entries for the other giveaway. Charles, I for many years have looked for a good musky type of juice like those sweets. I've yet to find one. Yet to find one. The problem is that the concentrate that gives you that musky flavor, is on most no-fly lists from America, so it's on a hazmat, so it's hell of expensive to get that concentrate, and it's just the combination of that to get that sweet taste with something else. I've just never been able to get it right. I've tried many times because I love those little sweets as well. Yeah, I see Nuno says some Nick salts for the win. And this is my opinion and my opinion alone. Nick salts is still up in the air with me. You know, the documentation, the literature, the whatever I read, you know, for mouth to lung, 1 ohm plus coils, it seems to be okay. But sub ohm vaping on Nick salts doesn't seem to be okay because of the and I stand to be corrected. I've done a fair amount of research on it. The Nic salts at high temperatures is evidently not too good for you. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, in those 1 ohm plus coils type of setups, yeah, not a problem. But I'm going to stay away from Nic salts until there's more scientific data behind it. That's just my own opinion. I've got Nic salts, but I won't play with them until I've got more information and more documentation on it. Glad you're liking it, Dreshan, now. Julian, I think a lot, it says DNA 250C will kill squonking. I think we're going to go through cycles. You know, it's going to go back to mouth to lung, and then it's going to go back to these massive 250 watt boards, and you know, I was trying to freaking blow like a choo-choo. Yeah, I don't think it will kill squonking. I think squonking it might taper off, but I don't think it's going to die. It's once you've squonked and you've got so used to that flavor that can come off these little devices these days. People, the more you get into vaping, the less you're needing that massive amount of power. So yeah, I don't know so much, but time will tell. As far as I know, Ibrahim, it says, will you be restocking on the SXK BBs? As far as I know, there are different, and Rob might attest to this. There are some other types of all-in-one devices that are coming up, and I can't remember the names of them. There's just far too many stuff. So I don't think we're going to get these again. We're going to rather wait for these other all-in-one devices like this. Rusty says, Craig, do you prefer the Nudge 22 or the Dead Rabbit 22? Oh. I like both of them for different reasons. The Dead Rabbit I enjoy for the top airflow and the fact that you can't over squonk it, and the flavor. The Nudge I'm gonna like because of the wide bore, because I like that wide bore, but then also the vapor production you can get off it. You know, the amount of air that I can get through it, which I can't get on the Dead Rabbit. So, you know, I would take either of the two. It comes down to, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to aesthetics. You know, yeah, I think it's going to come down to aesthetics at the end of the day. Naeem, I don't really want to get into the whole CBD thing tonight. I did mention it because it is new on our website and people do ask the questions. But I can tell you, let me just say a little bit. CBD, THC are two totally different things. CBD comes from the hemp plant. The hemp plant is the male cannabis plant. It does not bear any fruit or anything like that. THC, the tetrahydro cannabinoid, I think that's what it's called, is what stuff makes you high. That is in the female cannabis plant. CBD comes from the male hemp that doesn't have THC. THC comes from the cannabis plant that has got the what the guys smoke. So CBD doesn't make you high in any way, any means whatsoever, but it has all the same healing properties as cannabis does, excluding the tetrahydrocarbon, the THC. Okay, I keep on getting my tongue twisted. So, but we'll get into that on a different evening. Time for some tea. My concentrates have landed in South Africa, Vico. Yeah, that's right, yeah, Vico. My concentrates have landed in South Africa. I'm just waiting for them to be delivered to my door, and then this new range of juices will be made. I like to let my juices sit and mature for a while. So probably in the next 6 to 8 weeks, we'll launch our new juices. You will see the advertising start. You know, we've already chosen our branding and our names and stuff like that. I won't mention it on yet, but probably the next 6 to 8 weeks, we'll launch it. Rob, you're going to have to come and educate me, Dad, because I haven't read up on any of that. So do a synopsis and then send me a synopsis, please, Rob. Rob, should you even vape that high? Rob doesn't go over 35. I don't think I've ever seen, wait, I have. I've seen a device at 55 before. I don't think Rob vapes anything over like 40 watts. Hello Kurt, how are you, Mania? Always the females causing issues. Nickel, I think it's a Nikhil, I think that's the way you pronounce the name. What's better between the Kylan Mini and the Zeus? Yes, I hate it when you guys ask me to compare shit, because I like anything. You'll pretty much know if I dislike something, because I won't open my mouth about it. You know, anything that's moving forward in technology, I enjoy. Okay, I might not use it for a second time, but I enjoy vaping. The Kylan, I love the airflow on the Kylan Mini. I really enjoy that airflow. It's so smooth with that honeycomb underneath the deck. That disperses the air around the coil so nicely. And I love the fact is that Zeus, it doesn't leak. You know, you don't get condensation buildup. So it's like, oh man, it's splitting hairs with most of the devices these days, really. You know, it's like, I've said it a couple of times, it's like watching a 4K movie on a 32-inch TV. You cannot tell the difference between that and 1080p. You can't with a human eye. The only way that you can tell the difference is if you zoom it up to 100 inches. You know, you're now projecting on 100 inches, then you can tell the difference on 4K to 108p. Okay, it's the same with vaping. Your taste buds, your mouth, is different to mine. Okay, so the way you're going to perceive flavor and the way I'm going to perceive flavor is two totally separate things. But you're not a dog. Okay, a dog is going to be able to tell the difference because their specific senses are so heightened. Okay, their smell and stuff like that. You can't really tell the difference. It comes down to aesthetics, usability at the end of the day, and pros and cons. Pros on the Zeus is it doesn't leak. You know, you don't get that condensation buildup. The same as the Themis because of the top airflow. Okay. Same as the Blitzen because of the way the coils are mounted. You don't get that condensation buildup. Okay. But on the same token as the airflow in the Zeus is not as good as the Kylan. So, you know, it's really hard to give advice on those type of things. Is because at the end of the day, I don't know exactly how you like vaping. You know, I know the things that I like, and then I make a decision based on what I like. Everybody's different, so it's really hard. You know, I'll always try and answer the questions, but it's really hard to choose between them. Okay. If you go from, for example, which is better, the Bravo tank, and let me find one of my old ones, the Bravo and the, where's one of my older ones, older tanks. Okay, I'll pull out something from like Runepest. If you asked me, you know, where is that bloody tank now? When I'm looking for it, I can't find it. There it is. If you ask me, which is better between the Bravo and the original Cthulhu, This is 3 years ago technology. This is today's technology. This is definitely better. But when we had this, this was the top of the range. It's evolution of vaping. It reminds me, I must actually crack this puppy out. Oh man, I used to get such good flavor off this thing. Yeah, I must actually keep that out. I'm going to hook that up with some high nicotine. Yeah. You know, I can even go back. I've got a tank here. Now, if I can just find it in this bloody messy drawer of mine, which I cleaned out last week. And now it's filthy again. I can't even look where it is now. Shit, I got far too many. It's like, now look at that. That was the old Bellis. That's old tech, that. But there's still fucking rocks. Yeah, shit. I've got far too much shit. Far too much shit. You know, when I first started vaping, you know, compared to today, it's night and day difference. Night and day difference. Let's see some questions. Ronaldo, are you talking about the that's the GTRS V-Boy 222? I have not had a chance. I saw them in the shop, okay, but I haven't had a chance to play with it at all. I won't lie to you, but I can always pull one out tomorrow and then have a look at it. It's got the new Yeehee SX520 chip, which the people are raving about. So yeah, it's more than likely going to be a good device. You know, those are the two front runners in chips at the moment: the Yeehee chip and the DNA chip. Anything with one of those things is pretty good. No, I have not even had a chance to even look at that, to be honest with you. We've not really always been big heavy dot mod people. You know, we leave that to other vendors. Lyndon, we won't be coming down to Vape Fest. We might come down for the day and just come and show some face, but no, I doubt we'll come down. You know, when we do anything, you can just see by our shop. When we do anything, we do things properly, and for us to come down there for one day, it's just not cost effective for us. We might come down, fly down to just come say how's it to the Cape Town vapors, but I don't think we're going to be coming to Vape Fest, to be honest with you. Shabir, no, I don't play Fortnite. I can't play anything third person. I don't enjoy playing those type of games. But no, haven't got the new Twisted Messes. But Cape Town, fucking China's closed. But unless you got orders in before they closed, you stuck waiting. Oh shit, Peter, I actually forgot totally to ask him. Sorry, but I will actually make a note right now. Where's my phone? To actually ask him for those coils. Wait, let me just message him now, otherwise I'll absolutely forget. KBG, no, let me just, coil company. Rian, I need Ubuntu coils, please. They were done. I've messaged him. He'll more than likely get his message tomorrow morning, and then I'll get some up here. Sorry about that, Peter. Totally forgot about it. Vico, I actually saw one today. A review on a refillable pod system today, when I was just doing a bit of research today, which I think we're going to get in, which being refillable, obviously it's more cost effective, yeah, so yeah, we will be getting, I think we will be getting a new pod system in. Hardest, I have been working on the side of for Ubuntu V2. It has taken a bit of a back burner because we're busy working on some other projects at the moment, which we'll be rolling out in the next couple of months. So I haven't been giving it my full attention, but we will have a Ubuntu V2 out before the end of the year. I'm hoping, yeah. Ryan says, probably a silly question here, but what sort of wattage does a mech with a fully charged 18650 vape at that's equivalent to a regulated mod? It comes down to what coil you're putting in it, what coil you're putting in, you know. If you do your Ohm's law calculation in reverse, where you've got your fully charged battery and whatever coil the ohmage is, you can work out what the wattage is. It all comes down to what your ohmage is on your coil. Yeah. That's probably the best way I can answer that. I will do, Peter. I will send out a mailer. Yeah, there's a couple of pod systems. When I said it to you a while ago, you know, we've got tons of these little pod systems that we've tried, and every one of them we've had some sort of an issue with, okay, of leaking pods or, you know, a couple of other things. I'm hoping that this one that we saw today, which Hugo's going to order as soon as China's open, will be better than them, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, come ask me some questions. Okay, well, let me just go. Okay, so remember the keyword is bubble wrap, one word. If you've already said it, don't have to say it again. Bubble Wraps was kind enough to send us some, give us some coils to give away. In the range, okay, he's got some fused Claptons. The fused Claptons there are 3mm, 3.5mm, and 2.5, 3 and 3.5mm fused Claptons, which is probably the most commonly bought one. Okay, flavor is really good on these. Obviously your 2.5 is more designed for your smaller almost mouth to lungy type of tanks, and then obviously you get bigger, you can start putting them in the Zeus's and the Blitzens and the Bravos, the bigger IDs. Aliens he makes in two different sizes, 3mm and a 2.5mm alien. Okay, then there's the nano fused, which is for really your mouth to lungy type of tanks. Okay, which is a 3mm, and then obviously there's the 5-core alien, which is for your 22mm bottom fed RDAs. So that's what's in the set. So some lucky person's going to get himself probably a year and a half supply of coils, and then I'll throw in a bag of this prime cotton bacon. Yeah, the new cotton bacon. Just also be careful, guys. I know this won't have been cloned yet, but just be careful if you're using the other cotton. Okay, the cotton bacon V2. There is a cloned version that's out. Okay, and it actually has got a sticker on the bottom. It says made in China. I don't know why the hell they did that. So it's quite, if it says a sticker made in China, you know it's fake straight away, so just stay away from that stuff. I need more tea. I think he wrote it here. What I'll do, this okay, it's a bit garbage, and it looks like garbage because he's written it down. What I'll do is I will put this information up. Okay, for those people who don't know as well, before I get to that, I'm going to put a link to it now. What I've started doing, okay, is I've started doing blogs. I don't know if anybody's seen it. I'm just going to post a link to it here. I've started doing blogs on an ad hoc basis. I've put about 4 blogs up already, okay, just on hints and tips and tricks and things to do, things not to do. We just today released the top 10 juices every month. we'll pull off our system the top 10 selling juices in the shop. You know, with the amount of juices that we have in our shop, it's so hard to advise people on what's the right juice to take. We have got a piece of machinery coming which will make life a hell of a lot easier to sample juices. We're just waiting for that machinery to be finished in the UK and it'll be sent to us. But with these juices, these are sales figures. Obviously I haven't told you how many, but and in which order, but once a month we'll put up the top 10. I tried a different for shit. Okay, do yourself a favor, if you go into my website, okay, it's at the bottom of the, if you go into vape.co.za, you'll see the latest news is at the bottom. Okay, just click on the latest news at the bottom. It's right at the bottom. I don't know why that's giving me a 404 area. Right at the bottom left hand corner, next to the terms and conditions, you'll see latest news, and if you click on latest news, they'll open up all the blogs. So I'm going to be putting that type of stuff there, and what I'll do is I'll retype this here and I will put it on the blog for how to and what the best ohmages and stuff like that, or best wattages, etc., for the different coils to vape at. So that helps. I don't know why I got that like that. Yeah, it gives me a 404 error for some reason. Yeah, don't know why. Yeah, life stuff. Yeah. So yeah, if if you want to find out which is the right coils, then you can just go there, and what wattages and what ohmages, etc., to look at. Hi Hannes, new pods from Twisper fixed. Craig, is it the new iShare? Kurt, no, that wasn't the iShare. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I'll send it to you later. Peter, but I don't have all that information in my head, but it doesn't even show you. I'll get into, I'll have to test them all. Yeah. I'll have to test them all and then just tell you what that is, and I'll put it up as a blog. Yeah, just in the bottom left on our Facebook, on our Facebook page, on our website, and you'll see it there. Okay, I think it's time to do a live draw. So if you haven't done the word bubble wrap, please can you type in the word bubble wrap, one word. If you already have, don't type it again. You only get one entry into it, so it doesn't help you. And then what I'm going to try and do is organize for next week, Wednesday. I will know by tomorrow if I can have it. We'll be having an international guest, so we'll just hook them up through Skype, and we can then have a chat with them, and it will more than likely be, I'm hoping it will be the CBD guy. So yeah, oh god, what do I need to vape on? This stuff. Oh, vanilla cake. Oh, good juice. Lee Barnes, not cling wrap, bitch. It's freaking bubble wrap, cling wrap. Okay, let's do this puppy. So, one lucky viewer will get all of these coils and a bag of prime cotton bacon. Let me just go to Nightbot. And let's go to the lucky draw. So you should see the lucky draw in front of you. I'm hoping you do. Well, let me just move the bubble wraps out the way. Yeah, there we are. So you should see the lucky draw. So you can see that the supporter luck is all the way to the top, and the regular luck is now all the way to the top. There's the bubble wrap letter. What I do is I click it 3 times on the person on the 3rd time, and we only have 1 winner per evening. So don't send me a rude email, say, oh, but I was there. No, I only have 1 viewer that wins, and that's the person on the 3rd roll. So I'm going to roll it the first time, I'm going to roll it the second time. And good luck everybody. I'm going to roll it the third time. Mark Komar, please get hold of me. You have won the prize this evening. So Mark Komar, I hope that's how you pronounce it. Please get hold of me, PM me, we'll arrange for your prize to get out to you. Let me get rid of that now. Cool beans. If you guys want anything specific to be put on the show, please guys PM me, let me know what you want. I sometimes just sit here and waffle on. I'd like to give important information. Obviously the blogs I'm going to be using to give you a little bit more information. The nice thing with the blogs is I can put links into it, so it'll help. But anything else you need, just give me a shout. I'll make sure that I'll get the information that you need. But Imran, I've asked Rusty, he's too shit scared. Rob, dude, you must. Okay, Rob Fisher has just nominated himself to do a live feed on the in-depth discussion on the new firmware coming from DNA 75C and 250C. We'll be tuning in on Wednesday evening for an hour-long discussion from Rob. Thank you very much, Rob, for that. Guys, it's been nice to see you and chat with you again. Look out, I'm going to be doing some more waffles on our Survape community page. If you're not on the Survape community page, you need to get on there. We'll be doing some waffles. If you're a gamer, look out for the Vapers Gamers page. Okay, we're going to be doing some stuff there for you as well. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. Have a lucky evening, and make sure that you have a vape-tastic evening. Cheers, guys.